These studies acknowledge me honestly. Put the seat back in the odyssey. Prodigy alone, mama wanted something to swallow me. Why? Welcome to the check-in report where the party never ends. All I'm going to say before we get into this story is be a father to your child. Be a father to your child, ladies and gentlemen. It is so important. It is so vital to be a father to your child. Today's topic, Russell Simmons' daughter is dating a 65-year-old man. He's almost 50 years her senior. We're here to unpack. We're here to talk about it. And who's to blame here? Who's to blame? Should we be blaming Russell? Should we be blaming Kimora? Or should we just put it on Aiko? Is it just Aiko's choices in life? I tend to go to Kimora. I think this is Kimora's doing. Let's put it up on the table. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This young girl is 21 years old. Warning. Y'all giving Diddy flack. Y'all giving R. Kelly flack. Y'all giving all of these people, these prominent black men, flack. But is this white man right now receiving flack for what he's doing to Russell Simmons' daughter? I don't think so. Let me also throw Drake in there, because Drake is, if you don't know, Drake is dating Lotto's sister. I think she's about 19, maybe 20. They're giving Drake flack for dating this woman. But you got this 65-year-old man dating a 21-year-old girl. I don't see the white community giving him any flack. This is beyond robbing the cradle. He's robbing the nursery. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I need to know. I'll put the poll in the chat. Is this Russell's fault? Is this Kimora Lee Simmons' fault? Because we're going to get into Kimora Lee Simmons and Russell. If you don't know, Russell Simmons, he met Kimora Lee when she was 17 years old. I believe he was 35. He was about 35. So give or take, he was about 15 years her senior, right? Now, what I want to ask, let's get to another picture. I find this absolutely mortifying. Here goes some more pictures of them at the beach. But is it Russell? Did she learn this from Russell? Did she say, well, my father dated my mom when she was 17 and that should be good? Or did she get this from Kimora? Did Kimora say, listen, girl, you're 21 years old. It's time for you to fend for yourself. Now, when I was 17, I went out there and got me a sugar daddy. You need to go out there and be a sugar baby. You know, did Kimora teach her this? Did Kimora tell her, listen, you need to go out there and find yourself a sugar daddy? All right, you need to go out there, take your little young ass and go find yourself a sugar daddy. I need to know who to blame here. Let me put Whack 100 on the dial here.
Oh, Pyro, you going to bed, nigga.
I need to know who to blame here. Who should we be blaming? We got to be blaming somebody here for this. This is such a miscarriage of justice. Russell Simmons, where are you, sir? You need to be on the first thing smoking back from Bali. to save your daughter from this creep here. This 65-year, this man is old enough to be her grandfather. Be a father to your child. That's all I'm gonna say. Be a father to your child. It's crucial. It's important. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Russell Simmons, he did a lot to raise this young girl. You know, she's a Harvard graduate. She's not no dumb young girl. She's a Harvard graduate. I'm sure he put a lot of money into this young girl. I'm sure she's an intelligent young woman. Why is she running around with this 65-year-old man? Let's read the report. Aoki Simmons, 21 years old. She's 21. 21 is speaking out in a coy way after the model was seen sharing a kiss with the restaurateur Vittorio Assaf, who is 65 years old. I gotta hit the warning on that one. Warning. Gotta hit the warning on that one. 65 years old, of the Safarina restaurant group, which includes widely popular Safarina in NYC, among other hot spots. So he's a restaurateur, successful man, right? Who should I be blaming here? Did Kimora Lee Simmons tell her daughter, listen, you need to go out there and find yourself a sugar daddy? Did Kimora tell her daughter that the free ride was over? You need to go out there. We're not giving you no inheritance. We're not giving you no money when we're gone. You need to go out there and find yourself a sugar daddy. Because let's be real, Kimora was a sugar baby back in her day. Let's pull up Kimora Lee Simmons. I had to Google this, right? You know, Russell met Kimora in February of 1993 when she was only 17 years old. She was still in high school and he was 35. Warning. I gotta hit the warning again. Hold on. Warning. But this was allowed back in the day. You know, and people looked at Russell. Let me pull up some pictures of Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons. Let me pull up some pictures of them. You know, because, you know, listen, Russell caught flack back in the day, but it wasn't like crazy, right? Kimora, he wasn't catching like, you know, crazy flack back in the day, but he did it though. He got away with it. He was dating, and let's be honest, this is in no way worse than what Aoki's doing. Russell was 15 years Kimora Lee Simmons senior. This man is almost 45 years this woman's senior. This is absolutely deplorable. This is absolutely sickening. This is absolutely sickening, and this is absolutely deplorable, ladies and gentlemen. But these are just some pictures of when they were dating, when they were running around with each other back in the day. You know, but this is the man right here, Vittorio Assaf, 65 years old. Look at this man. Look at this man. This is crazy. Listen, I'm going to say it once again. Be a father to your child. It is so of critical importance to be a father to your child because you don't want your daughter wrapped up like this. Your 21-year-old daughter should be dating men her age, or at least around her age. If Kimora Lee, if Aoki Simmons was dating a man that was 35, I would have no problem. If she was dating a man that was in his 40s, I would have no problem. The man is 60 plus years old. Russell Simmons, get your daughter, fam. Get your daughter. You need to come back from Bali. Listen, I know you know, some Bali, a man from Bali is probably bouncing you on his feet. You know, you're ducking those criminal trials. You're ducking them. You see what's going on with Diddy, with the diddler. You need to come back from Bali and save your daughter. And you know, she was going in on him a couple months ago. I got the clip here when she was talking about her gripes with her father. Let's play some of this clips.
The entertainment
See where her mind state was at this time.
Because I shouldn't have to lie or be by a child.
And that's the thing. This girl is only 21 years old.
I have made so much effort with my dad. I will release my entire WhatsApp log. I'm proud of.
Who should we be blaming here? Should we be blaming Kimora? Should we be blaming Russell Simmons? Because listen, Russell Simmons has to take some of the blame. Russell Simmons has to take some of the blame. I can't just let Russell slide off. I can't just let Russell, think it's all good, because at the end of the day, Russell, this is your child here. This is your young daughter. She's going through a lot emotionally. She's probably dealing with the fact of, not being able to see her dad anymore because of all of the things he may have done back in the day. All of the women he had in those casting call meetings. All of the women that he may have violated allegedly. All of the criminal trials. And she's hurting inside, Russell. Russell, you may have to hop back on that flight back to the United States. I know you probably burnt those passports. Burnt all your ties to the United States. You're ducking those criminal trials. You're ducking extradition. But you need to save this baby right here. You need to save your child, your young daughter, man. At first I was kind of on Kimora Lee. I was saying it's probably Kimora Lee Simmons' fault. But, looking at this young child's, looking at this young woman's, because she's a young woman, she's 21 years old, looking at the tears in her eye and realizing that she's dealing with some sort of hurt because of her dad not being around, not being present, not being, around to help her, to be guiding her through these years of her life. I have to say, maybe I should be looking at Russell. I should be taking a hard look at Russell, seeing what Russell's doing, seeing how Russell is culpable for this stuff right here.
How I behaved. I have said I love you, happy Father's Day, whatever. I know things are tough right now, but I will release the whole thing. I'm proud of how I behaved. I've asked for space or for boundaries. I've said, please don't post pictures of mom when you guys are disagreeing. It's like taunt.
See, clearly it's a struggle here. Clearly it's a struggle here. She's really on the mother's side. And that's why I'm kind of blaming Kimora. Yes, Russell's not there to help her, to talk to her. She's probably dealing with missing her father and all of this other stuff. But at the end of the day, who's giving her this, who's allowing her to do this? I know she's 21. She's a young adult. I get it. But why couldn't Kimora Lee step in and say, why are you dating a 65-year-old, man? You telling me Kimora Lee couldn't step in and say, come on, like Whack 100?
Oh, Pyro, you going to bed, nigga.
Come on, man. You telling me she couldn't step in and stop this arrangement, stop this thing that's going on with her dating this 65-year-old man? I'm not believing that. And I'm more inclined to believe that Aiko will be listening to her mother, will be taking instructions from her mother. It's crazy.
Taunting her, please don't post random baby pictures of all of us together when you guys are in legal issues.
He can't post baby pictures of his children? Your father can't post pictures of you when you was a child? How how you sound right now. This your damn daddy. If my child would have said that to me, I would have been like,
Oh, Pyro, you going to bed, nigga.
don't tell me I can't post no pictures of you. You my child. I ain't your damn child. The nerve of her. And this is the thing she get. You put your child in a gated community. You let them grow up in mansions, private schools. You got them eating steak, duck, kale, organic food. This young girl, she probably never ate McDonald's in her life. She probably never ate a Popeyes 4-piece in her life. She probably never ate KFC in her life. She grew up with, nannies, a chef that would cook her whatever she wanted, kale, organic meals, vegetarian meals. Russell Simmons paid for her full ride at Harvard University, prestigious schools after prestigious schools. And this is the damn thanks this man's get. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let's continue, though.
And this all started because he's got folks talking about my sister. And you guys know me. You don't talk about my sister. That's when I ended. I only follow him because...
This is your damn daddy. Why your daddy can't give your sister correction? You not his father. That's your damn father. Your father should be able to put you in place and say,
oh, Pyro, you going to bed, nigga.
Why not? Your parents should be able to give you correction when you're messing up, when you're doing bad, when you're doing something that displeases them. They should be able to talk to you. If anyone should be able to talk to you, it should be your parents. Let's continue.
Because I was in the media and I had no choice because it was like, why is it? I've been trying not to have drama, so I follow him and I try to be peaceful and I say I love you and happy Father's Day when I can.
And this is the things your father gets. He has to look in Newsday, Us Weekly, Entertainment. He has to look on the news today and see that his daughter is dating a 65-year-old wrinkly bald man. Respectfully. This is the thanks he gets. After all the prestigious schools, the private schools, raising you up in the mansions. Took your mother out that village. Took your mother out of all of those casting calls with those sketchy directors and talent agents. This is the thanks Russell Simmons get for building Def Jam and raising two ungrateful daughters.
And I mean, this man has left me stranded in a foreign country. As a minor, he cut off my debit card and didn't tell me. I'm in Greece, doing a school trip. I realized all of a sudden I had no money. I go to my teacher.
Russell Simmons probably saw that the feds were coming. He probably saw that the feds were coming. He probably saw that, listen, man. Listen, he probably had an understanding that if I go down, the ship goes down. Maybe he had an understanding. Maybe that's why he left you in Greece. Maybe that's why he left you. He was like, listen, baby girl, I had you I raised you up in mansions, paid your way through college. I had you whipping foreign cars and Range Rovers and Maybachs.
I'm like,
I gotta leave you out here. I'm sorry. The feds are on my back. Why you couldn't understand your dad what he was going through on a criminal level? I know you grew up in gated communities and you probably don't have no knowledge of these types of things or what your dad was doing. I understand that. I kind of understand that aspect, but you also have to understand your dad, he was going through a lot, criminally.
My debit card doesn't work.
Ever felt trapped?
My fault. We got to take a commercial break.
Warning.
I ain't got nobody in here right now, so I'm just rocking now. This is a live stream, Shout out to everybody. If you're watching this on the rebroadcast, I'm doing this for the rebroadcast people.
Mom sent me some money and whatever, but like, he does really vindictive stuff like that. He'll cut you off out of nowhere. He'll cut off your healthcare. He'll cut off your phone bill out of nowhere. Like, you'll be a minor. Just because you disagree, or you say, don't call my mom all these names.
To me, all of this sounds like her, sticking up for her mom. It sounds like you just caping for your mom. You just sounds like you're caping for your mom. It don't sound like. I mean, you talking about why would he turn off the insurance for his daughter? Come on, bro. Do y'all really think? And y'all gotta let me know, the people that's in here, who is to blame for this young child, this young girl to be? Who is to blame for her dating a 65-year-old man? Should we be blaming Kimora Lee Simmons? Should we be blaming Russell Simmons, or should we be blaming her? Maybe we should be blaming her. Maybe she's not making the right choices in life. Maybe she didn't do what she needed to do. Maybe she's wilding. Or maybe Kimora Lee told her, listen, you need to go out there and be a sugar baby, go out there, go out there and be a sugar baby. Something's going on here. I don't like what I'm seeing.
And I don't like to have drama. I want to be a peaceful person. There's so much that I want to do in the world on my own, as my own self, but I cannot just let you taunt me about my mother. And if he says one thing and disagrees with me, I will post it all, because he does it. I have videos of him saying awful things that no one should have to hear about anyone they know, much less.
That's your damn daddy. Like I said, your father, your mother should be able to call your phone and say,
"Oh, Pyro, you going to bed, nigga."
Your mother and your father has that right. They have that right to come on your phone and disrespect you. They have that right to come on your phone and give you correction. They have that right to call your phone and disturb your peace, because they brought you in this life. They brought you in this world. They should have the right to call you and disturb your peace. All right? That's just my opinion.
Their mother. He has called me names. He has called us all house of bitches, all you. He has called us terrible things. All because I wouldn't take his side in a lawsuit.
Like your mother. Hold on. Let me pause real quick. Let's take a pause for the cause. Because I just want to know how much Kimora Lee made off of that divorce. If I could just look it up real quick. Because when Kimora Lee, I mean, they went through a lot, that whole divorce. That divorce was a messy divorce. Russell Simmons said that she took everything during the divorce. Divorce. Settlement. I want to know how much she made. How much money did she make? How much did she make? She did lose all of that money. I heard she lost a lot of money too. Dealing with that black actor from Amistad. I heard he something like that. Somebody ran off on the plug with her. I forgot who it was. Somebody gypped her. But they had a messy divorce. I'm sure she ran off with some M's when they first got divorced. And Russell Simmons, I mean, nobody's buying Fat Farm anymore. Let's just keep it a buck. Def Jam, he sold Def Jam. He sold the shares of Def Jam. I mean, at the end of the day, but I'm sure she made a lot of money. I'm trying to look to see, like, where can I find how much she made off of divorce? If anybody that's in here, does anybody know how much she made off of the divorce? Russell Simmons, divorce. Simmons. I mean, it was at one point that Russell Simmons, he had to be worth at least 200 to 100 mil. Divorce. Money. Oh, divorce money split. Yeah, let me see. I just want to see if Feds say Russell Simmons claim ex stole stock to pay. Here you go. Let me read this. Hold on. Feds say Russell Simmons claim ex-wife stole stock to pay new husband's bond is false. So allegedly, somebody was running off on the plug. I don't know what was going on. I guess it's messed up, man. I mean, Russell Simmons, he got a raw deal. He's dealing with all of these criminal trials. He had to run to Bali. But I mean, she ran off with some money during the divorce, That's always what I heard from Russell Simmons, that she ran. Russell Simmons said she took everything. I remember seeing that in the video. Like, she took everything.
My mom didn't ask me to take her side. She said, you go to school and you do your thing, and mommy's in some things, but it's your.
And I disagree with that. I think that her mother has brainwashed her. I think her mother has pretty much done everything to brainwash this young girl, to make her feel like her father is just some demonic Negro that never cared. He's always done you wrong. He's always ran off on the plug. He'll cut you off in a moment's instance. And that's what she's taught her daughter.
I have a phone. No one stops me from talking to him. I'm 20. I just don't always feel like talking to him.
And she just said, I always don't feel like talking to him. That ain't your right to tell your father. Listen, your father should be able to call you and say,
oh, Pyro, you going to bed, nigga.
Your father should be able to call you and tell you that. I always don't feel like talking to him. What are you talking about? You better pick up the damn phone when your father call you.
And over, he posts stuff and does stuff, and we all say, please stop, I don't want to.
Is this the reason you dating a 65-year-old man, Aoki? Is this the reason why you're dating a 65-year-old man? We want to know. Is the reason is your bad relationship with your father the reason why you're dating the 65-year-old man?
Drama. I love my family. I'm sure we'll all work it out. It's gonna be okay. And I don't post anything because I want to have a peaceful family. But this is a at this point. And I really feel like my career is over, and it's fine. It's just and you with that too. So maybe my career is over. You know what? I used to work at a refugee camp. I'll do that again. I'll be a doctor. I don't give a and I can never get a job in entertainment again, but you cannot just behind closed doors and not take accountability. Maybe I'll regret this when I'm older and I wanted to be a model and now I can't be. I don't know, but you don't get to do this.
Make up your mind, Aiko. Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a model? Do you want to work at a refugee camp? Most girls in the hood, they don't have that option. Oh, maybe I'll be a model. Maybe I'll be a doctor. Maybe I'll work at a refugee camp. Most 21-year-old girls in the hood, they only got a couple options, stripper pole. Unfortunately, some of them have to sell their bodies. Some of them are on OnlyFans. Some of them go to school, try to get an honest working job, but they have to pay for that. They have to, take loans out, student loans. You talking about all these different options that your father awarded you to have. Awarded you an opportunity to be a doctor, to be a model, to work at a refugee camp. Let's continue.
You don't get to do this. I'm sorry, and something tells me deep down that I'm not gonna regret this. You don't do that. It's wrong. And literally, I have not been able to say anything because I've just moved out recently. And a lot of people, when I'm working and modeling, I'm so grateful. They'll say to me, oh, I met your dad 10 years ago. He's so wonderful. And I'm working, so I'm just like, yeah, there's great parts to him. And we used to be very close because
there's great parts to him. This is your damn dad. When somebody asks you about your dad, you shouldn't be talking about there's great parts of him. You should be saying, my father is an honorable man. He's a good man. He took care of me. He did everything. He's a wonderful father. You shouldn't be sitting up there. Well, there's great parts of him. You know, a quarter of him is good. 1/3 of him is good. You should say, my father is one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life. He's the greatest man I met in my life. That's what you should be, especially a daughter. Because normally they say daughters, they treat their fathers are like the loves of their lives. You know, no man is going to treat you like your father. No man is going to love you like your father when you a daughter. But it speaks to the level of brainwashing Aoki Simmons may have done on this young woman.
Because that's how I make money to move out. He won't give me any money, which is fine. You don't have to give me money. I'm 20. I'm over 18. I don't know. But then I can't also speak out against him without him messing up my job.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of the sniffles. Who should we be blaming here? This is what I want. This is all I want to know. Who should we be blaming that this 21-year-old girl, and don't get me wrong, you know, I understand because I already know that's going to be the comments and the thing. She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. She could date. I already know that, right? But my issue was this, right? When you see somebody like a Drake or Diddy and I hate to put them three in the mix, but when you hear things about them dating young women, y'all all turning up your nose, y'all so disgusted. But when this man right here, he's dating somebody's 21-year-old daughter, he gets damn near free pass. I don't see people in the white community or whatever community he's from. I don't see people, you know, turning their nose up at this story or saying that this man is despicable and how could he be dating this 21-year-old girl. I don't be seeing that. We only see that in the black community. There's women right now that's going in on Drake. Why can't Drake date somebody his age? Why can't Drake date? Keep in mind, Drake is in his 30s. Dating women that are probably like 21, 22, and they're disgusted at that. But you got this white man right here, respectfully, dating a 21-year-old woman with impunity. Ain't nobody saying a word. This ain't the #1 story in black news. Nobody's criticizing him, you know, scrutinizing him. I got about one person watching this video right now. Speaks volumes. But those are my thoughts on this story. You know, who should we be blaming here? Should we be blaming Aoki? Should we be blaming Russell Simmons? Or is it just Aoki? Is Aoki just in her sugar baby phase, you know? Y'all let me know. But this is the check-in report. I just wanted to come through with this story and talk about it a little bit, you know, slide through. I see you guys with the video. Hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. This is the check-in report. We out of here. I'll see you guys. We out. Repping the road, foreign status with my name on their toes. These studies acknowledge me, honestly, put the seat back.